MMTLP had received the FINRA approval yesterday and brokerages are mailing sellers to close their positions. So should you buy? Stay focused as we go through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for regular stock market updates. Interactive Brokers has sent an email to investors notifying them of the privatization, and it stated that MMTLP shareholders will get a one-for-one exchange with NextBridge Hydrocarbons shares. And for sellers, they specifically mentioned that any borrow positions, which refers to short selling trades, must be closed before the closing bell rings on 8th December, as after that, the trade will not have any market to be covered. In our opinion, the squeeze will begin today with IBKR sending this notice and pushing sellers to close. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for MMTLP, and as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, we'll get to the 5-minute chart. But right off the bat, we're down by about another 15% on the pre-market. Well, the market has currently started. Right, it's 9:37, but this of course is ODC and it's delayed by 15 minutes. So this is all the information that we have right now. But why did the stock fall? Right, this is a big question. Now, yesterday, of course, we did get a strong gap up. Right, we got a gap up of about pretty much 20%. Right, after which we fell by about 29%. Right, which of course, the fall was kind of cancelled out by 15% because of course the gap up, right? But at the same time, why did that happen? Well, someone commented on my last video with a really great theory, and I personally agree with him, that with people like me that are making videos and other social media posts and spreading awareness about the stock, right, shorts are trying their best to kind of spread fear among people that no, this stock is really risky, right? At the same time, let me explain how that's happening, right? So we'll suppose that there's someone who wants to buy the stock, right? They're like, hey, it's going up, I'll buy, I'll jump on the train. But at the same time, shorts start to short the stocks fall down, and the person is like, hey, oh no, the stock is falling down, should I really buy, right? So the last moment buying momentum that was supposed to come, because of course people would have fear of missing out, and they would be like, hey, I don't want to miss this absolutely great opportunity, and they would try to buy in. But at the same time, they would see that, hey, the stock is going down, and they would be like, oh no, I want to invest, right? And that's why shorts are still trying to get the stock down, but that in the end won't really matter. Right, we already discussed in the previous part of this video that Interactive Brokers has sent out a notice, an email, which of course is accustomed to the corporate action notice that we just got approved from FINRA, right? And that has told short sellers that they only have today to cover up their positions. So I'm really excited for today because we will get to see some good momentum. At the same time, tomorrow on 9th December, we will get to see Trade Zero America closing in their trades as well, also short positions. So of course, after that, going into 12th or 13th or 14th December, right? Probably by 14th, there would be no longer an MMTLP, right? We would get NextBridge, hydrocarbons shares. So that, of course, is a different story altogether. But for those of you who are just waiting for the squeeze, it has kind of started today, right? I can say that the squeeze has started today, and we will see some good results in my opinion. How high will the stock price go? Well, it really depends, right? Some people someone commented on my video that what if just the shorts just walk away, and I'm like, how are you supposed to do that, right? You cannot carry borrowed shares into a company and then be like, okay, I'm just gonna abandon that. You cannot just do that. Anyways, that of course won't happen, so the shorts will have to cover up. And I'm kind of doubtful of one thing, that if there is something, or rather some petition or something filed in the court by short sellers or institutions that were shorting the stock, that might cause a small problem going into this. But I don't really believe that can happen, right? It might, but I don't think it will happen. At the same time, people are already, as I told you in my previous video as well, they're placing orders, they're placing limit orders for $1,000, $500, $100, right? And all of them are expecting great returns, which might happen, right? I'll never give you guys financial advice. I personally am really inclined towards MMTLP, and that's my opinion. But you're, really open to have your own opinion. So, think whatever you want to think. At the same time, if we look over here at the price action a bit, yes, we did fall, but the price action in this really does not matter. Why does it not matter? Because of course this is a squeeze play. What are we doing right here? We're just talking about how the squeeze is going to turn out, right? And why is that so? Because then again, squeezes don't really care about chart patterns, right? $10 resistance, we have $10 resistance, it doesn't matter. $15 resistance doesn't matter. The squeeze is just going to go past us because stop losses and even other volumes, right? Now, how does a resistance work or a support? So let's say that buyers are buying the stock, buying, and over here, when they reach this, there are a lot of sell orders placed at $10. So the stock goes down because, well, now they're selling volume. But at the same time, if the buying volume is just so strong that this $10 buying volume or rather selling volume just does not matter, right? What's going to happen? You all know it. It's going to cross, it's going to go right past it. And that's exactly what I personally am expecting to happen today. And of course, up until 12th December. The day that I'm most excited for, of course, it will be Monday, 12th December, when actually, which will be the last day that MMTLP shares trade. And that is, of course, mentioned in the corporate notice as well. With that being said, we'll have to jump on into the 1 hour chart to see what exactly happened yesterday because, of course, even though price action doesn't hold real value in this, we still have to analyze what exactly happened yesterday. So as you guys can see right here, we did start falling off in the first candle itself, and well, we just continued to fall. There really was nothing that great. We did get supported around $7, right? If we talk about resistance, we did get a pin bar, we did get resisted $8, and well, we're climbing up on the pre-market. We're up 14.29%, right? Even though we're down 14.29%, we're up from the previous 15% low that we had, and we're about to get real-time data as well in just well, not real time, but the market will start in a minute or so. So at the same time, we can see that once we got this pin bar on the lower side, it was accompanied by another red candle. So this fall that we got right here is quite I wouldn't exactly call it justified, but it's a bit predictable. And now we'll move on into the extended trading hours so we can see what exactly happened after that. The aftermarket, we got a green candle, right? Small recovery. But then again, we fell down. We got a strong pre-market candle, touched this $7, $7.10 resistance, and then came back all the way down to a price of 5.94, right? And then we can see that right here, we're currently at $6, and we have just 20 seconds left for, the charts to turn into actual reporting data, right? So of course, with that, we'll have to jump on into the 5-minute charts if we want to analyze the real stuff. So let's do that. And now that we're in the 5-minute charts, well, let's see what exactly happens. There we go. We got our first candle and we got good volumes as well. 40,000 volume, right? 40,000 shares traded. We're down to $6, which, well, we're up, right? We're up to $6.2. I do believe that we're going to get a good amount of volume, but that of course will be towards the end of the day because people will try to close. But now there are two theories, right? Again, two theories. First up, of course, short sellers, right? There will be some short sellers that will try their best to cover up their positions around low prices. And let's be very honest, right? Some people, even though most of you holders will aim for great prices, but there will be that one desperate guy who will just sell his shares at the current price, right? And that guy is going to cause us a lot of trouble because he is helping shorts cover, and well, you can see that it's happening, right? Probably shorts are getting help from maybe some other fund that bought this, maybe some other institution that has purchased this and is willing to sell their shares at a low price, at a decent price, right? So that is one theory, which of course is not that great, but at the same time, I do believe that no matter what happens, we will eventually go up by the end of the day as interactive brokers, people start selling. The people who have an IBKR account, they'll start selling, and tomorrow we'll get the real deal. Tomorrow will be the real deal as we get the actual volumes as IBKR trades, closes up all trades. That would honestly happen in the aftermarket itself, I believe. So we won't have to wait all that long. I will post an analysis video of MMTLP tomorrow, and we'll talk exactly about what effects IBKR's entire short play did on the stock, right? What effects they had on the stock, and of course the price action. What exactly happened to the price? How high did we go? I personally am thinking that IBKR being only one of the brokerages, but I still expect the stock to go up to about $10, right? Considering the fact, or rather considering the volume that we are getting right now, I do believe that this volatility might result in something good on the upper side. But then again, now as you guys already know, that I am more of a value investor, and some of you out there in the comments, of course, have more knowledge about things than I do, right? Especially about MMTLP. And we all are here to build a community and, to learn from each other, right? You guys learn something from me. Sometimes learn some things from you. And at the same time, well, first up, we are falling down. We fell down to 27%. And I want you guys to comment down your reasons down there in the comment section, right? And tell me why you think the stock is falling. I personally, of course, I told you my reason that I believe that some institutions might be, kind of siding with the shorts. So they might be helping them exit, which is kind of possible, I would say, considering the fact that institutions are behind these short plays most of the times. But at the same time, we can see that we fell to similar levels on 6th December as well. But in the 3 the 3 p.m. period, we did recover. So that's exactly what I believe will happen today as well. We will recover and get a good recovery around the time the market ends today, around, what do you call it? Well, the market closing, of course. What else are you supposed to call it? And the market closes at, well, I'm not really able to grasp what's going on with the time over here for some reason, but never mind. It's a bit confusing. I don't really know how the markets are doing today, right? What the market closing time is today, but at the same time, really volatile stock. Can't really say anything at this moment, but at the same time, I do believe that we will repeat the 6th December performance and hopefully we'll get back into the $10 range. But at the same time, remember that this most definitely is not financial advice and you should always do your own research before you trade. If however you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for more such videos, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.